Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Sexy Tarot. This will be a mid-March 2020 general reading. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified when I go live. As a friendly reminder, we're dealing with energies on the board. So, if we all have male and female energies within us. See genders? Look at them as energies. On a serious note, for all of you being affected by COVID-19 right now, my prayers are with you and your family at this time, and I urge you all to be safe, stay indoors if you can. Look out for your loved ones, your elderly. I want to send a special shout out and healing prayer to Sunshine Tarot. She's not feeling very well, so I just ask you all to keep Sunshine Tarot in your prayers at this time. With that said, Gemini, let's get into your reading. So as I was meditating on your energy, I see that some of you are working on a charity. You're keeping it close to your chest. Some of you are thinking about something new and exciting. Some of you are just like trying to get away from something that's a little disastrous. This was in your pre-shuffle. So whatever it is, I wish you all blessings, Gemini. Let's get started. Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini, Spirit? Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini? Homeland. Homeland. So, Gemini, are you feeling like you're away from home right now? You feel like there's someplace else you'd rather be? You're looking for stability at this time. You're working very hard and incessantly towards the stability. Also, what I'm seeing is you possibly have met your twin flame connection, and you're feeling rather good right now. So although there may be some obstacles you're trying to overcome, I see you leading with logic and not with emotion. I see you plunging forward, being very determined, and with that, whatever path you're pursuing. And the Homeland card states arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled. So you may be tying up loose ends right now and just completing a cycle, bringing something to fruition that you've been waiting for finally. Good for you. Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini, Spirit? What energies are surrounding Gemini? Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini, Spirit? Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini? Alright, that was quick. Gemini got things to say today. I hope all of you are well, seriously. I mean, usually I'm a little bit more lighthearted and plungy, but I think my energy is just rather drained because of all this going on. And I really wish people well. Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini? Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini? Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini, Spirit? What energies are surrounding Gemini? Spirit, what energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini? What energies are surrounding Gemini? Gemini, we're going to move these to the side for the sake of space. Gemini, you have daughter spirit. Something was very challenging for you. You were working very hard because what was going on was there were hardships. Something that just made you go within yourself. Something made you just call out to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels. Like this was an internal voyage. An internal voyage, and you were connecting to spirit because you realized you had to make a decision regarding something you wanted to build on. Gemini, you have daughter spirit. And you're receiving these downloads. You're using your intuition. And I'm sensing that the reason it's changed is hard. You're being rebellious. You're being rebellious. I'm being told you're being rebellious. And that the messages you're getting, although they may seem like, how is that possible? Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition. They're here to guide you. Spirit is here to guide you. Gemini, you have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is the happy life. This is extreme happiness, apex. This is love at all four corners. This is a happy family. But Gemini, I must caution you. I must warn you. 10 marks an end of a cycle or a completion of a cycle. So maybe you've taken some steps to complete this cycle and to receive your blessings. There's a rainbow, Gemini. There's a rainbow. I dreamed of a rainbow in relation to you. You should probably look and see what that omen means for you, Gemini. Also, you could be undergoing a change of ending something at this time, ending a connection that was once loving. And you may find this very challenging. You may find it kind of hard. But Gemini, something's telling me you got the fortitude. Spirit. Why is the Ten of Cups here for Gemini? Why is the Ten of Cups here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the Ten of Cups here for Gemini? Why is the Ten of Cups here? You're taking control of some things. Gemini, you have the Emperor. The Emperor. You may be dealing with an Aries. However, the Emperor takes control of a situation. This is the boss, the CEO of the deck. This is daddy's home. Okay, so Gemini, whatever you find challenging, that Spirit is beckoning you to listen, to hearken to its voice. Whatever this challenging situation is that's causing it, that's bringing it into something, so you can complete a cycle for your happiness, Spirit is saying you're taking control. And if you're not taking control, you will take control. Maybe you sought the advice of your father with this card. Spirit, why is the Emperor here for Gemini? Why is the Emperor something flipped? There we go. And Gemini, what I'm sensing is you really want to take control over the situation. You have the Two of Swords, the Two of Swords. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. You want to take control of the situation for your happiness. And you're finding it challenging because you feel like you can't make a decision yet. You don't have enough information. You feel like there's something hidden. There's just something not known yet. And you're waiting for that extra information that will allow you to take control of the situation so you can listen to Spirit and obtain your true happiness. But however, Gemini, I must caution you. Spirit is saying you do have the information to look within. But according to you, Gemini, in order for you to take control, you do not have enough information. And at this time, you may be feeling like your thought processes are blocked. Spirit. Why is the Two of Swords here for Gemini? Why is the Two of Swords here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the Two of Swords here for Gemini? Why is it here? Gemini, you have the devil. The devil, this is Capricorn's energy. You may be in a third-party situation or a toxic situation, something that's binding. You could be obsessed with someone. This can be addictive behavior such as drinking, gambling, doing narcotics. However, in this situation, there's two people at the bottom of this devil, and they're tethered together. They're chained. They simply cannot be let free. And this energy, if you're not dealing with a Capricorn, this energy here is saying something is binding, something's restrictive, and there's some information that you are waiting for, Gemini, so that you can take control for your happiness. Gemini, you have the Healer of Ages. Healer of Ages. This is you seeking harmony. This is you using your logic, receiving the downloads, realizing what your passions are, and using those passions to bring harmony to your situation, however that resonates with you, Gemini. But right now, Spirit is trying to get your attention. Spirit is trying to get you to realize what your harmony is. So, Gemini, let me explain something to you. 2s are needing to make a decision. 3s are building upon something. 5 is challenging. 5s are challenges and hardship. 1 is for self, okay? So, whatever you're facing right now that seems quite challenging, Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition, because harmony will be obtained. You will be victorious. You will be successful, Gemini. Gemini, you have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And whatever you were trying to fix, whatever you're trying to work on, it's just leaving you feel drained. Something's making you feel betrayed, backstabbed. Something's just very hard right now. And Spirit is saying, Gemini, you have the fortitude. You have the fortitude. You will gain your harmony. So although this is challenging, and although you feel like you do not have enough information and that something's very toxic, you will take control, Gemini. You will take control. And again, Spirit is saying your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're trying to send you a message, maybe through your dreams. But Gemini, let me remind you, you have the homeland card. So change is never easy. This is a process. This is an internal process taking over you, Gemini. You're trying to return to this homeland. Spirit is guiding you. You see the light shining down? More information will be provided to you. Spirit is giving you what you can deal with at this time, because you have a lot you're dealing with. Spirit, why, Gemini, I told you. You have the star, the star. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, but Gemini, Spirit is saying once you walk through the door of Spirit and start listening to the downloads that they're supplying you, use your intuition, calling on your higher power, your source. Spirit is saying, you have a message to bring, Gemini. You will get your wish fulfillment. You will get your wish fulfillment. So although this seems challenging and hard, Gemini, Spirit is saying you will get your wish fulfillment. Harmony will be obtained. Spirit, why is the star here for Gemini? Why is the star here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the star here for Gemini? Why is the star here? Gemini, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And this card is saying that you will get your wish fulfillment. Right now, you could be given to 2 people because there's a lot of hands out there. Or maybe you're spreading yourself thin, Gemini. And this is why you're feeling so tired. And you're trying to gain control over the situation. But there's some information you're waiting for. I just cannot get away from that. There's something you're waiting for to return you to this homeland. You're waiting for some sign, some omen. And I think it's that rainbow, Gemini. But nonetheless, you know, like I said, you could be working on a chariot. There's something you're trying to get off the ground. That's what I got in your pre-shuffle when I was meditating. There's something you're trying to get off of the ground that will bring you extreme happiness. And you're trying to gain control over the situation. You could be waiting for somebody to get back to you regarding some information so that you can take control of whatever this is. However, something has you like tethered. You're like tied to it. It's like so passionate, whatever this is. And Gemini, you're feeling quite tired, quite beat down. But your wish is going to be fulfilled. But here, I'm seeing, like, I keep getting, some of you are working on a charitable organization. Look at all these hands out, where you're really spreading yourself thin. Spirit is telling me to tell you discernment, discernment. There's people pulling at you all kinds of ways. Spirit is saying discernment, discernment. This energy of trying to be the healer of the ages. This is what's tiring you out. You're doing too much for too many people. Okay, I'm getting this download in the middle of this message. I'm sorry. You're doing too much for too many people. Spirit wants you to slow down and work on yourself. There's something you want for yourself. And Spirit is saying you're giving to too many people, and it's really tiring you out. Spirit. Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the Six of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Yeah, Gemini. Absolutely. Gemini. We have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. This is losing sleep at night. This is tossing, turning. This is being all up in your head with worry. And you're worrying about these coins, this money. You're worrying about all the people that depend on you and rely on you. And it's causing you to lose sleep. Gemini. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. You're also worried about this independent energy, okay? Or maybe you're worried about gaining your independence, like you're trying to get free from something. You're waiting on this message. Do you see that dove there approaching the female energy? There's something you're waiting for that will assure your independence. And you're like, when is this message coming? Like, I can't sleep at night. And whatever this is, it's going to free you up from this. It's going to free you up from this Ten of Swords energy. Gemini, you have the Magician in the mirror. The Magician in the mirror. And again, you want to work on whatever this challenge is, this hardship. Something has you, I don't want to say upset. But it's when I see the Magician in the mirror, there's a facade. There's a facade of some sort. There's something you're not being quite genuine about. And I mean no disrespect. I'm not saying you're lying about something. It's like you have to put a certain face on around certain people. That's what I'm getting. And it's becoming challenging. And whatever you're building on is so you don't have to have this facade anymore. But Spirit is also saying that right now, Gemini, you are operating in manifestation mode. So please watch your words, what you're saying, because Gemini, have you noticed what you've been speaking has been coming to reality lately? Have you not noticed it? That's you. You are manifesting. So Spirit is saying keep it positive. Keep it on a high vibration, because you are in manifestation mode, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. You have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And whatever you're working on, you're building. I'm going to say whatever you're building, there's a lot of fives. You are definitely going through an internal transition or some sort of change. And Gemini, whatever you're building on, you're trying to change, you're working on, it's going to leave somebody feeling left out in the cold, or you're feeling left out in the cold. I'm hearing, if I don't do this, if I don't do this for my happiness, whatever this is that you're trying to take control of, this information you're waiting for. It's like, if I don't make this happen, this is how I'm going to feel. Or maybe this is how you feel right now, and this is why you're trying to manifest. This is why you're working very hard. And although it's very challenging for you, you are doing it. So you're doing this so you don't feel this Five of Pentacles energy. But someone will be left out in the cold, Gemini. And you're choosing yourself. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. This is a no judgment zone. Spirit, why is the Five of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Yeah. Gemini, this is actually a good reading for you. A good reading for you. Because this is like an awakening. This is an awakening. You know what made this so hard, Gemini? I'm going to say this because you have 2 tens here, so something's definitely ending. What made this so hard, Gemini, is because Spirit was talking to you. See this magician in the mirror? Here, Spirit opened this door for you. I just want to bring your attention to something. Spirit opened this door to you. You were praying. And there's this dove here that was bringing this message to you. This is like the 1, 2. There's a lot of doves going on. Spirit was bringing this message to you. But whatever this image was in this mirror you were trying to keep up, I'm sorry here. Whatever this image was you were trying to keep up, because you were trying to keep up an image here. You were trying to keep up an image of being there for everybody, whatever that means to you, whoever these people are. But this is what you were doing. And you thought it was going to bring you harmony, but the more you did it, the more challenging it had become. And Spirit is saying to you, that's what made it so challenging, because it was some image. And I'm not saying you were faking or posing. It was almost like you were sacrificing how you feel for the greater good, if that makes sense. And now you're in this 4 of Pentacles energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, where you're like, you're just holding back. You're holding back. And because you're holding back, see how these pentacles are very structured? You're holding back something. You're keeping something to yourself, and it's regarding structure. It's regarding structure. And you have to do this. For whatever reason, Gemini, you know you have to keep this, whatever this is, to yourself. Because if you don't, it's going to put you in this 5 of Pentacles energy. I have a feeling in your thoughts you may be there. Like, it's just something. Everything, I'm hearing everything's going good, but in certain areas. Like, it's not like you're depressed. You're just working really hard trying to change something. There's a transition. All this is transitional. Spirit, why is the 4 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the 4 of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the 4 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Gemini, you have the 9 of Pentacles again. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. This is independence. So Gemini, whatever you're keeping to yourself is regarding your independence, your beauty, your abundance. Or Gemini, you can't forget about this devil energy down here. Is there someone that's in your life that no one knows about and you're keeping it to your chest? However, Gemini, this is being independent, abundant, beautiful, doing what one needs to do to be happy. It's their own right. And this is how you're feeling, Gemini. And you're manifesting this. This is what you're working on, but you're finding it challenging. And somebody is going to be left out in the cold, and you're kind of keeping something close to your chest regarding independence or a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo energy. Let me roll my sleeves up on my robe. Yes, I am in my robe, okay? It's a lot going on. I don't mind being in the house. But I know other people don't like being in the house, i.e. you, Gemini. I'm wondering how Geminis, Aries, Sagittarius, I'm wondering how y'all going to deal with this being in the house business. Spirit, why is the 9 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the 9 of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? So this is another person. Gemini, You have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And Capricorn, Gemini, what you're doing is you're working on your independence. Whatever you're working on is for this independence or is for this independent female energy. And you're keeping this close to your chest as not to be left out in the cold. This is an 8, and it falls in line, the same line with this 8. And this is what you're manifesting. You're like in manifestation mode. Spirit is here with you. It's all these spirit cards. Whatever you're asking for, especially with this star card right here, you're going to get it. So please keep your thoughts pure. Because you could cause some damage right now. Gemini, you have hostilities. You have hostilities. And whatever you're working on, you had to work on it. You had to make this decision for your harmony. You had to do it. There's something you cutting out. It's something you ending. That man has a big ass sword in his hand. There's something ending here. You cutting something out. Something has you upset. Gemini, you have the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. This is the third 9 of Pentacles on this board. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And you're trying to work towards this independence. And whatever it is something's pissing you off. It's like a roadblock. There's a roadblock. And it's pissing you off. And you're waiting for this information. You may have blocked someone. But there's a blockage here because you don't have enough information to allow you to take control of the situation with the Emperor energy. Yeah, and it's like whatever's surrounding you right now could be full of hostility. And this is why you're seeking this independence. But you're fighting. You're working hard as shit. Like, look at him. This person took his shirt off. Whatever he is doing, he need breathing room, okay? He working hard to get to this independence. Or this independent female energy. Spirit. Sometimes it's like that. Oh, I see, shed the blind man. I see. Gemini, third 10 on the board. You have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So, your money's looking quite good, is it? But Gemini, you're trying to end a connection. You're trying to end the connection to begin to embark on your independence. I don't even see another person here besides this 9 of Pentacles. But I think this is you, Gemini. You're ending something for your independence. And you stacked your coins. See them coins? They stacked. You stacked them. You're doing this the right way. Wow. Hit me up in the comments and tell me what the hell going on. Thinking of a master plan. This ain't nothing but sweat inside my hand. But your money not spent. I'm just saying. Spirit. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Why is the 10 of Pentacles here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the 10 of Pentacles here for Gemini? Oh, okay. Yeah. Gemini. You have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is you walking away. Walking away. But usually when someone walks away with the 8 of Cups energy, they're searching for their 9 of Cups. Their wish fulfillment. And Gemini, you know, remember I said 10s are endings? Usually the 10 of Pentacles speaks of a committed connection, a connection where two people have joined assets and resources here. So remember, you're working very hard for your independence, right? Hang in there with me. Tens of endings. 1, 2, 3 tens. You're ending something and walking away from something. You're walking away from something in search of your wish fulfillment. However, I must hearken you. The Eight of Cups, sometimes when a person walks away, is not for good. Sometimes they return because they realize the grass isn't greener on the other side. But you're walking away from a committed connection because you're in search of your Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. If this was a personal reading, I'd pull out my Lenormand and be all up in your business. Be all up in your business. Yes, I would. Especially I ain't got nothing to do right now. I would be so all up in your business right now with a Lenormand deck. I will grab it and be like, oh, and clarify this shit out. Spirit, why is the Eight of Cups here for Gemini? Why is the Eight of Cups here for Gemini, Spirit? Why is the Eight of Cups here for Gemini? Why is the Eight of Cups here? I told you was walking away for your wish fulfillment. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. You have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Do you see that dove? What is up with you guys, these doves today? There is some messages. There's a lot of talking going on between you and someone, Gemini. Because Gemini, this is love overflowing. This is what we all search for in life, Gemini. And right now, you're walking away, like I said, to find your wish fulfillment. You're in search of true love. But I think you found it. If you haven't found it, it's coming soon. Because that dove is about to bite her, peck her, land on her, or something. And these emotions are beautiful. Look how the water just falls out, like from each of the tentacles, and it gently hits the water. These aren't like rough tides or currents. This is beautiful. You know, missing the lily pads, doing enough just to bump them like a tickle. You know what I'm saying? And Gemini, let's recap. So Gemini, you're working on something very challenging here with this daughter Spirit. And Spirit is asking you to let them in. Because there's something you're trying to end so you can get this overwhelming happiness. You want to take control of the situation, but you don't have enough information. You're waiting on some information so that you can end this toxic connection. It could be a third-party situation. It could be addiction. Maybe someone's waiting to get into rehab. But this is two people tethered together. It's like, they like, listen, I love this shit here. Listen, these two people there, they don't want to be set free. I'm going to tell you right now. They are bonded. They want to be there. And the reason why I think it's a third-party situation, because it's with the devil. And with you trying to please everybody, yeah, I said it, with the Healer of the Ages card, this left you feeling depleted and drained with this Ten of Swords energy. And you like, look, but these are endings. Tens are endings. And this is the end of this cycle. Because right now, you're going after your wish fulfillment. You made your investments. Because these also can be investments. You made your investments. But you stay up late at night worrying about this independence or getting to this independent energy. And there's a facade you're putting up because you know if you don't put this facade up, somebody's going to feel like they're left out in the cold. So you got to keep this to yourself right now with this Four of Pentacles energy. And by keeping it to yourself, it allows you to take a step closer to your independence, to work on this independence. So it's like mom's the word right now. All these 8s and 10s. I'm 8, 10s, and 5s. Some of y'all need to go play 1058 or something. I want to cut. You can cash at me at $ Sexy Tarot. Play 1058, 1058. Because all you got is 10, 5s, and 8s, basically. And so, you know, you're finding it, you know, hard. And because of all these hardships, you're like, look, whatever this connection is over here that you in and you cutting out, you're not happy. It makes you feel dead. It makes you feel left out in the cold. And but you made the decision for harmony, for your sanity. You had to make this decision to work on your independence with this third Nine of Pentacles energy. And with this fourth 10, this on this board, you're like, look, I got to end this connection. I have to walk away because I'm looking for my wish fulfillment. I'm going to say this for some of you Geminis, you walking away because you feel somebody you in love with. And y'all just talking your asses off. Because there's a lot of the dove. Look. This the door to spirit. See the dove transparent? That's because you wasn't paying attention to spirit. That was a message trying to come in. This Nine of Pentacles. See that dove? Okay. Where did I get this one from? See this Ace of Cups? See that dove? There's a lot of messages. All these birds. It's like it's a canary on a Pentacles cup. There's a lot of messages, a lot of talking, a lot of business dealing too. So Gemini, this is what's going down for you. Let's get some advice. And I wish you blessings in whatever endeavor you're trying to pursue. And whatever, nobody deserves to feel this way. Okay? So if that is how you're feeling, I commend you for taking a step towards your happiness because change is hard. People say, oh, you need to change that. You need to do something different. They speak as if change isn't challenging, like it could just happen with a snap of a finger. And we all know as human beings that's not possible, okay? Putting in the work, that's what you're doing, Gemini. You're putting in the work, but it's almost over. You have all these 10s on the board. This cycle's almost over. So, you know, stay inspired. Spirit, what advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini? Oh, this one. Okay, I'm sorry. What I'll tell you. Gemini, Spirit is saying you are moving on a steady and reliable path. You are moving on a steady and reliable path. You are almost there, baby. You are almost there. Spirit, what advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? Spirit, what advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? Oh, that's right. Okay. Gemini. Spirit is saying your commitment is being tested. Your commitment is being tested. Do you see how that is a first quarter moon? You don't have all the information. And Spirit is saying your commitment is being tested. That's what this commitment is. This commitment is to yourself. You done set these wheels in motion. Will you see it through? Will you see it through? Gemini, but you look hell bent. This Emperor is on the board. Gemini, Spirit is saying surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. I just showed you that was a first quarter moon and you were waiting for more information. Spirit is saying once you open this door to Spirit here, once you open it, let Spirit in. See, the moon is in full. All the information is going to be revealed to you, Gemini. Have faith. You are moving on a steady and reliable path. You are doing what is right, Gemini. Spirit is saying a win-win outcome is forecast. A win-win outcome is forecast. You will get your balance. You will get your balance. Spirit, what advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini, Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini? What advice do you have for Gemini Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini Spirit? What advice do you have for Gemini? Gemini. Spirit is saying within the next few months, this situation will resolve itself within the next few months. You're doing all the work. You're putting in the work. Gemini, Spirit is saying perfect timing, perfect timing. Remember, you are moving on a steady and reliable path. Perfect timing, Gemini. Gemini, Spirit is saying reconsider, reconsider. This sword is down. So there's times you're confused and you're like, I don't know if I should end this or not. And Spirit is saying get out of that thinking, reconsider. You might want to raise that sword, because whatever this is, if it's leaving you feeling like this, I'm hearing this is this facade with this magician in the mirror, and Spirit is saying be true to yourself, reconsider, because that sword is down, it's not up. Gemini, Spirit is saying you had a question and the answer was yes. The answer was yes. Whatever your question was, Spirit said it's yes. You had a question when you entered this room. Gemini, foremost, please stay safe. Protect your families and surrender to Spirit. Thank you for visiting Sexy Tarot. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified the next time I go live. Thank you and peace.